Welcome my fellow thrill-seekers, to Creepy Horse, your destination for spine-chilling tales and haunting encounters. I am your guide through the dark, your soothing voice in the night, your narrator. Tonight, we embark on a journey to the eerie realms of haunted hotels, where the echoes of the past intertwine with the present. Gather round, for I shall weave 5 bone-chilling encounters that will send shivers down your spine. But fear not, dear viewers, for our videos serve a dual purpose. As we delve into these ghostly tales, we provide you with a peculiar respite, an opportunity to fall into a slumber filled with both creepy tales and the comforting sound of our narrators' voices. Let the chilling whispers be your lullaby, guiding you into the realm of dreams. Before we continue, I must express our sincere gratitude for the love and support you have bestowed upon us. Your unwavering enthusiasm fuels our passion for unearthing the darkest secrets and sharing them with you. So, if you appreciate our efforts and wish to assist us on this haunting journey, a simple click of the like button goes a long way. It not only shows your support, but also helps the mysterious algorithms of this digital realm. For those who have not yet joined our eerie congregation, I implore you to subscribe. By doing so, you unlock a gateway to the unknown, ensuring you never miss a spine-tingling tale, a hair-raising encounter, or a whisper from the shadows. Now, without further ado, let us delve into the world of haunted hotels, where spirits roam the corridors, and the line between reality and the supernatural blurs. Prepare to have your dreams haunted and your nights filled with eerie enchantment. Welcome to Creepy Horse. Brace yourselves for the unknown, my friends.
As a former employee of the Hollywood Hotel, I have a bone-chilling story to share. Grab a seat, for this tale is sure to send shivers down your spine. It was a cold winter's night when I first encountered the sinister presence that haunted the 7th floor. The Hollywood Hotel, with its grandeur and history, had always intrigued me. Little did I know the horrors that lurked within its walls. I had heard whispers from fellow employees about strange occurrences on the 7th floor. They spoke of an otherworldly presence, a little girl who had met a tragic fate many years ago. They said she roamed the halls, her laughter echoing through the empty corridors. Curiosity got the best of me, and I decided to investigate. Late one evening, armed with nothing but a flashlight and nerves of steel, I ventured up to the 7th floor. The air felt heavy, as if a foreboding presence lurked nearby. As I walked down the dimly lit hallway, the sound of my footsteps seemed to be swallowed by an eerie silence. The wallpaper on the walls peeled in places, revealing the hotel's decaying beauty. The once vibrant colors had faded into a haunting gray, matching the atmosphere that permeated the floor. Paintings hung askew, their subjects staring down with empty eyes, as if trying to warn me of the impending danger. My heart raced as I approached room 712, the epicenter of the haunting. Hesitant but determined, I pushed open the door. The room was frozen in time, the remnants of a bygone era lingering in the air. It felt like stepping into a nightmare. The furnishings were worn and dilapidated, covered in a thick layer of dust. The curtains swayed ominously, casting eerie shadows that danced on the worn carpet. The air was stagnant, a mix of mustiness and a distinct chill that sent goosebumps cascading down my arms. Suddenly, a chill ran down my spine, and I heard a faint giggle. The hair on the back of my neck stood on end. I called out, "Is anyone there?" But my voice echoed through the empty room, met only by silence. As I turned to leave, I caught a glimpse of movement out of the corner of my eye. I swung around, illuminating the room with my flashlight, and there she was, a spectral figure of a little girl, her eyes hollow and filled with a haunting sadness. My heart pounded in my chest as I watched her float towards me. The air turned frigid, and I could see my breath forming misty clouds in front of me. Her laughter filled the room, growing louder and more menacing with each passing second. I stumbled backward, my legs growing weak with fear. The little girl's form flickered, alternating between an innocent child and a twisted specter. She reached out towards me, her fingers elongated and ghastly, as if trying to grasp my soul. In a desperate bid to escape, I turned and ran, my heart pounding in my ears. The once familiar hallway had transformed into a labyrinth of darkness. The walls seemed to close in around me, and I could feel her presence following close behind. As I raced towards the stairwell, the lights flickered ominously. Shadows danced on the walls, taking on grotesque shapes. The air grew thick with a malevolent energy, suffocating my every breath. Finally, I burst through the stairwell door, gasping for air as I descended the steps. The sound of the little girl's laughter faded into the distance, replaced by a chilling silence. I had escaped, but the memory of that encounter would haunt me forever. From that day forward, I never dared to venture near the 7th floor again. The Hollywood Hotel held secrets that should never be disturbed, and the little girl's tormented spirit continued to wander those halls, forever trapped in a world between the living and the dead. So, if you ever find yourself at the Hollywood Hotel, be wary of the 7th floor and the ghostly presence that dwells within. It is a place where nightmares come alive, a chilling reminder of the darkness that can hide behind even the most glamorous facades. The tales of the little girl's haunting are whispered among the staff, and only the bravest souls would dare to confront her ghostly apparition.
It was a cold winter's evening when I checked into the Grand Riverview Hotel, a renowned establishment with a haunted reputation. As an aspiring singer, I felt a strange connection to the place, unaware of the chilling encounter that awaited me. As I settled into my room, rumors of a ghostly presence piqued my curiosity. The staff whispered tales of a famous singer who once graced the stage of the hotel's grand ballroom and met a tragic end. Determined to unravel the mystery, I embarked on a journey that would forever change my perception of the supernatural. Late one night, as I practiced my vocal scales in the room, a haunting melody echoed through the corridors. The enchanting voice belonged to none other than the ghostly diva herself. Intrigued and somewhat fearful, I followed the ethereal sound, lured into the depths of the hotel. The haunting melody led me to the door of the grand ballroom, bathed in an eerie glow. As I stepped inside, a chill ran down my spine. I felt a powerful presence, as if the room itself held the echoes of the diva's illustrious performances. Suddenly, she appeared before me, a spectral figure with a haunting beauty. Dressed in a flowing gown and shimmering with ethereal light, she exuded an otherworldly aura. Her voice, filled with longing and sorrow, captivated my very soul. She shared her tragic story, a tale of love and loss, cut short by a fatal accident. Her spirit, bound to this hotel and her undying passion for music, yearned for eternal rest. Yet, she found solace in the presence of someone who shared her passion, a kindred spirit seeking his own musical destiny. With each encounter, the ghostly diva guided me on my journey as a singer. Her ethereal voice echoed in my dreams, imparting invaluable advice and lessons from beyond the grave. She pushed me to reach new heights, urging me to embrace my talent and pursue my dreams with unwavering determination. But as time passed, the diva's presence grew more restless. Her haunting melody became tinged with despair, as if she feared being forgotten. It became clear that her spirit longed for closure, a final act that would release her from this eternal purgatory. Together, we devised a plan, a grand concert in the hotel's ballroom, where I would perform her most beloved songs. It would be a tribute to her talent, a way to honor her memory and grant her the peace she so desperately sought. The night of the concert arrived, and the ballroom filled with an electric energy. As I took the stage, the diva's ghostly presence enveloped me, lending me her ethereal strength. I poured my heart and soul into every note, channeling her essence through my voice. The haunting melodies resonated through the room, stirring emotions in the hearts of those present. As the final note faded, a profound silence descended upon the ballroom. In that moment, I could feel the diva's spirit release, a sense of serenity replacing her restless energy. With her departure, the hotel's atmosphere changed. The ghostly whispers ceased, replaced by a tranquil silence. The haunted room, once a place of sorrow and lingering spirits, became a haven of peace, a sanctuary for aspiring artists seeking inspiration. As I left
As a professional baseball player, my life was always filled with excitement and adrenaline. But little did I know that the most terrifying experience of my life was waiting for me at the Hillcrest Hotel. It was a luxurious yet eerie establishment that held a dark secret. I had checked into the hotel for a few days of relaxation during the off-season. The moment I stepped into the grand lobby, a shiver ran down my spine. There was an unsettling aura in the air, and I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being watched. My room, located on the top floor, offered a breathtaking view of the city. But as night fell, strange occurrences began to unfold. Unexplained whispers echoed through the hallways, and the paintings on the walls seemed to come alive, their eyes following my every move. One evening, as I lay in bed trying to sleep, I heard a soft, ghostly voice calling my name. I dismissed it as my imagination, but the voice grew louder and more insistent. Curiosity and a hint of fear drove me to investigate. I ventured into the dimly lit corridors, guided by the haunting voice. It led me to a forgotten wing of the hotel, where a hidden door beckoned me forward. With trembling hands, I pushed it open and entered a secret chamber. What I discovered inside was beyond comprehension. The room was filled with an ancient and otherworldly energy. A group of ghostly figures surrounded a flickering candle, their eyes fixed on me with a mixture of longing and desperation. The leader of the ghosts, a former baseball player from the 1920s, revealed their tragic story. They were trapped souls, cursed to haunt the hotel until they were granted one last chance to play the game they loved. The only way to break the curse was for me to join them in a ghostly game of baseball at the stroke of midnight. With trepidation, I agreed to their request. The abandoned ball field behind the hotel became our haunting ground. The ethereal figures took their positions, and I stood on the pitcher's mound, ready to face them. As the clock struck midnight, the game began. The air crackled with supernatural energy as I pitched against the ghostly team. Their swings were swift and skillful, their presence both haunting and beautiful. It was a game like no other, a battle between the living and the dead. In the final inning, as the score was tied, I mustered all my strength for one last pitch. The ball soared through the air, and the ghostly batter swung with all his might. The crack of the bat echoed through the night as the ball sailed towards the outfield. Time seemed to freeze as I raced towards the ball, leaping high above the fence to make a miraculous catch. The ghosts watched in awe as I secured the final out, breaking the curse that had bound them for decades. The hotel trembled as the spirits found peace and disappeared into the night. Exhausted yet triumphant, I returned to my room. The once haunted atmosphere had dissipated, replaced by a sense of calm and relief. The following morning, as I checked out of the hotel, the staff bid me farewell with grateful smiles. The curse had been lifted, and the Hillcrest Hotel was free from its haunting. My name would forever be remembered in the hotel's lore as the baseball player who saved them from their eternal torment. As I walked away, I couldn't help but glance back at the Hillcrest Hotel one last time. A smile tugged at the corners of my lips. It was a haunting experience that would stay with me forever, a reminder that sometimes the greatest battles are fought not on the field, but in the realm of the supernatural. I hope you find this story thrilling and enjoyable. If you have any other requests or need further assistance, feel free to ask.
I had just started my new job as a custodian at the prestigious Grand Tower Hotel. Fresh out of college, I was eager to prove myself in the workforce. Little did I know that my first night shift would turn into a terrifying ordeal I would never forget. As I arrived at the hotel, the night was eerily silent. The lobby, usually bustling with guests, was deserted, creating an unsettling atmosphere. My supervisor, Mr. Thompson, handed me a set of keys, including one labeled 70F for the supposed 70th floor. Confused, I asked him about it, but he merely shrugged, saying, "There's no 70th floor, lad. Must be a mistake. But you'd better check it anyway, just in case." Unease settled in the pit of my stomach as I entered the elevator, key in hand. I pressed the button for the 70th floor, even though I knew it didn't exist. The elevator ascended, floors passing by one after another, until it stopped abruptly on the 69th floor. The doors opened to reveal a dimly lit hallway stretching into darkness. The air felt heavy, charged with an inexplicable energy. Gathering my courage, I stepped out and followed the corridor, my footsteps echoing in the stillness. The further I walked, the colder it became. The walls seemed to close in, and the air grew stale. I wondered if I had inadvertently stumbled into another world altogether. At the end of the hallway, I found the door labeled 70F. It was worn and weathered, a stark contrast to the rest of the hotel's immaculate interior. With trembling hands, I inserted the key and turned the lock. The door creaked open, revealing a room that defied comprehension. As I stepped inside, I entered a realm frozen in time. Dust-covered furniture adorned the space, and tattered curtains billowed in a ghostly breeze. Moonlight filtered through cracked windows, casting eerie shadows on the floor. But what drew my attention were the figures standing motionless throughout the room. Ghosts. Transparent, ethereal beings from another realm. Their eyes devoid of life, yet filled with an intense sorrow that pierced my soul. They wore clothing from a bygone era, their features hauntingly familiar. These were souls that had perished long ago, trapped within the confines of the non-existent 70th floor. I stood frozen, fear constricting my throat. The ghosts began to whisper, their voices a haunting chorus of pain and longing. They pleaded for release, for their souls to find peace. The weight of their despair threatened to overwhelm me, as if their anguish had seeped into my very being. Summoning every ounce of bravery, I found my voice and spoke to them, promising to help set them free. Slowly, they turned their gaze toward me, their eyes shimmering with a flicker of hope. I realized that their fate was intertwined with my own. Over the course of days and nights, I delved into the hotel's history, piecing together fragments of forgotten tales. I discovered that the hotel had once extended up to the 69th floor, but the 70th floor had been planned and construction had started. However, a tragic accident had halted the project, leaving it forever incomplete. Armed with this knowledge, I devised a plan to release the spirits. With the help of others who believed in their existence, we conducted a séance on that haunted floor. Through tears and incantations, we pleaded with the ghosts to find peace and move on. Suddenly, a blinding light filled the room, engulfing us all. A sense of serenity washed over me as the ghosts vanished, their ethereal forms dissipating into the unknown. Their cries ceased, replaced by a profound silence. In the days that followed, the hotel felt different. The air was lighter, and the atmosphere no longer carried the weight of sorrow. The non-existent 70th floor remained sealed, a testament to the souls that had found release. As I reflect on that unforgettable experience, I understand the fragility of the veil between life and death. I recognize the power of empathy and compassion in helping lost spirits find solace. And I am forever reminded that sometimes, in the depths of the unknown, we discover our own strength and purpose.
As the manager of the Grand Oak Ridge Hotel, I prided myself on maintaining a serene and welcoming atmosphere. Little did I know that behind the closed doors of a rented-out wing, a group of wealthy patrons would delve into a world of macabre rituals, far removed from their innocent facade. It began innocuously enough. The distinguished guests arrived, their refined manners and expensive attire giving them an air of sophistication. They had rented an entire wing, desiring complete privacy during their stay. I obliged, ensuring their every need was met with efficiency and discretion. However, as the days unfolded, whispers of strange occurrences reached my ears. The staff spoke of hushed chants echoing through the halls during the midnight hours, the flickering of candlelight from beneath closed doors, and peculiar symbols etched upon the floors of their rooms. The atmosphere grew heavy, as if an unseen force had woven a shroud of darkness over the rented wing. Curiosity gnawed at me, and against my better judgment, I resolved to investigate. Donning a disguise, I ventured into the depths of their secretive domain, my heart pounding in anticipation of what I might discover. Within the dimly lit corridors, I observed glimpses of disturbing scenes. Figures draped in cloaks, their faces obscured, congregated in rooms adorned with sinister decorations. Cryptic symbols adorned the walls, their meaning lost on all but those who invoked them. The air crackled with an otherworldly energy, charged with anticipation and unease. I silently navigated the labyrinthine halls, cautiously avoiding detection. I was determined to uncover the truth behind these clandestine gatherings and understand the intentions of these influential individuals, who had hidden their dark desires from the world. One fateful night, I stumbled upon a room ablaze with candlelight. Peering through a crack in the door, I witnessed a haunting spectacle. The wealthy patrons, their elegant facades shed, donned eerie masks and robes, transforming themselves into creatures of the night. They chanted incantations, their voices a discordant harmony that sent shivers down my spine. In the center of the room lay a sacrificial altar, its presence an ominous sign of the depths to which they were willing to descend. My heart pounded in my chest as I recoiled from the sight. I retreated, my mind racing with thoughts of how to confront this dark secret. The safety and reputation of the Oak Ridge Hotel were at stake. Summoning my courage, I consulted with a trusted few, sharing the horrifying truth that lay hidden behind the doors of the rented wing. Together, we devised a plan to expose the rituals and put an end to the group's perverse activities. The next evening, as their ceremony commenced, the hotel staff, led by security personnel, infiltrated the gathering. Chaos erupted as the masked patrons were confronted, their identities revealed to the world. The authorities were called, and the hotel became a scene of pandemonium as the truth unraveled. News of the scandal spread like wildfire, staining the reputation of those involved. The Oak Ridge Hotel, once a symbol of luxury and refinement, became associated with the dark secrets of the wealthy elite. I was relieved that the sinister activities had been exposed, but the memory of those nights haunted me still. In the aftermath, the hotel underwent a period of transformation. The tainted wing was closed off, forever sealing away the darkness that had resided within. The Oak Ridge Hotel strived to regain its former glory, promising a renewed commitment to providing an atmosphere of elegance and tranquility. As for me, I have been forever changed by the experience. I have learned that even the most esteemed individuals can harbor hidden desires and engage in rituals that defy comprehension. The world is often more complex than it appears, and it is our duty to protect the sanctity of those places meant to offer solace and respite.
I had always prided myself on my fearlessness. After years spent in the military, facing the horrors of war head-on, I believed I had experienced the worst of what the world had to offer. Little did I know that a seemingly innocent hotel room would test the boundaries of my courage in ways I could never have imagined. It was a stormy night when I checked into the grand old hotel, weary from my travels. The clerk handed me the key to room 417, offering a cryptic smile as he did. The number meant nothing to me at the time, but it would soon become etched into my memory forever. As I entered the room, an eerie chill crept up my spine. The air felt heavy, thick with a sense of foreboding. I dismissed it as tiredness and attributed it to the storm outside. The room itself was quaint, adorned with antique furniture and dimly lit by a single flickering lamp. Despite its charm, there was an undeniable aura of darkness lurking within those walls. I unpacked my belongings, trying to shake off the feeling of unease. But as I settled into bed, the creaking of the floorboards echoed through the room. Every shadow seemed to twist and contort, taking on sinister forms in the corners of my vision. The storm raged on, the thunder rumbling like distant artillery fire, exacerbating my restlessness. The night wore on, and sleep eluded me. I became acutely aware of the subtle whispers that seemed to emanate from the walls themselves. The voices were muffled and indiscernible, yet they carried an unmistakable sense of anguish and despair. I wondered if my mind was playing tricks on me, if the toll of my military service had finally caught up with my sanity. Unable to bear the torment any longer, I decided to investigate the source of the haunting whispers. My heart pounding, I followed the ethereal sounds, which seemed to lead me to a hidden compartment behind the old wardrobe. With trembling hands, I reached out and opened it, revealing a dusty journal. I gingerly flipped through the aged pages, each entry chronicling tales of sorrow and tragedy that had occurred within the hotel. The words spoke of a retired veteran who, like myself, had sought solace in the very room I now occupied. The veteran, haunted by the memories of war, had met a tragic end within those walls, his spirit forever trapped, reliving his nightmares. As I delved deeper into the journal, the room around me changed. The atmosphere grew suffocating, and a cold draft permeated the air. I felt an unseen presence drawing closer, its malevolent energy intensifying. The whispers grew louder, more desperate, as if pleading for release from their spectral purgatory. In a moment of sheer terror, the room exploded into chaos. Objects levitated, the lamp shattered, and an otherworldly figure materialized before me. The veteran's ghostly visage bore the weight of his tormented existence, his eyes reflecting a lifetime of pain and regret. He reached out, his spectral touch grazing my skin, and I felt an overwhelming surge of sorrow. With a final, haunting wail, the veteran's spirit dissipated, vanishing into the void. The room returned to its tranquil state, the whispers silenced. I was left alone, shaken to my core, yet strangely liberated. The encounter had reminded me of the horrors that lingered within the human soul, even in the aftermath of war. Leaving the hotel the next morning, I couldn't help but reflect on the fragility of our existence and the lasting impact of our actions. The haunted room would forever serve as a reminder that some battles cannot be left behind, and that true bravery lies in facing the demons that haunt us, both past and present.
As our eerie journey comes to a close, I hope you found solace in the darkness, dear viewers. The tales of haunted hotels have whispered their secrets, leaving an indelible mark on our souls. At Creepy Horse, we strive to provide you with a haven of spine-chilling stories and soothing narrators' voices. It is our mission to accompany you to the realm of dreams, where the line between the ordinary and the supernatural blurs. We extend our deepest gratitude for your unwavering support and love. Your presence in our eerie congregation fills our hearts with joy, and we are grateful for every moment you've spent with us. Remember, your engagement with our videos, be it a like, a comment, or a share, helps us uncover more terrifying tales and ensures that our channel continues to thrive. If you haven't already, I invite you to join our ever-growing community of thrill seekers. By subscribing, you become an integral part of our eerie family, unlocking access to more haunting encounters, chilling stories, and whispered lullabies from the dark. As we bid farewell, never forget that the night holds untold mysteries, and Creepy Horse will be here to guide you through the shadows, sharing tales that will both haunt and comfort you. Until next time, when the moon is high and the spirits awaken, sleep tight, my friends, with the knowledge that the haunting whispers of Creepy Horse shall return to enchant your dreams once more.